So, more information, more news, more patents released by, surprisingly enough, Apple about a possible foldable cell phone slash foldable iPad. I'll be honest. I'll be more interested in a foldable iPad than I would be a foldable cell phone from Apple, just because I feel like the foldable cell phone would just be a flip phone. It would be exactly the same as Galaxy Z Fold 4, and it would just be pretty much the exact same device. But for a foldable iPad, that could change the ball game because it could be like a Surface Neo, and I think that, my friend, would be an absolute monster item to get. But nonetheless, though, let's talk about this because we do have an interesting take on a foldable cell phone because it's just like Apple usually is, a little bit different than the norm when it comes to this. So, a technology that would also reach to the foldable iPads, as it said right here. The patent application adds that even having the screen react to less than 180-degree angle could use for when the edge of the phone would hit the ground instead of the screen. So, the point of this is actually that if you drop it, you're not going to break the phone. So this Apple patent that will protect the foldable iPhone from accidental falls. Apple has spent years working on minimizing the damage caused by falls on iPhones. For example, in 2014, he filed a patent for a system that used an internal vibration motor to rotate an iPhone in midair so it would land on the back instead of the screen. That is actually insane. Recently, Apple filed a patent with the United States Patent and Trademark Office entitled Self-Refracting Display Device and Tech Cues for protecting the display using fall detection. Apple plans to use sensors inside the device with a folding or rollable screen that could detach when it calls vertical acceleration with respect to the ground, determine if the device is falling. Yes, that's how it is. The device may partially close or retract to protect the fragile screen of the impact against the ground. Technology would improve innovation within the foldable sector where fragility continues to be a great handicap. I don't know why I cannot read today. I apologize for that. So, what it's saying is if you drop this phone, right? Let's say it's either a foldable phone or it's going to be a rollable phone. If you drop it, and let's say the phone is wide open, right? It's full tablet mode. There's a sensor in there that will actually close the device by itself so that it avoids hitting the ground and breaking. That's actually freaking dope. So, if you have a phone that's wide open and you drop it, the phone will say, okay, nope, we are not going to risk, this phone falling and kind of tumbling in the air and then hitting a rock or hitting something that could break this inside display because it's so fragile. We're going to close the phone automatically. The system's going to close it within that millisecond of it falling to protect the actual device. See, this is stuff that, that Apple thinks about and is the reason why Apple's phones are so freaking expensive. Because they think about every little detail. And like it says right there, in 2014, they created a patent that would stop, phones when they fell and make sure they would fall on their back so that you wouldn't have your phone break. Like, this is small, little, minuscule things that Apple thinks about and goes for that makes, when they do release a foldable cell phone eventually, it's going to be absolutely amazing because of the fact they think of all these little details. Now, this could be something we also see if, again, like I said, once Apple does come out with their foldable cell phone, could be something we see with the Galaxy Z Fold, at this point, probably 7, when Apple does release a foldable cell phone. We could see this come out with the Galaxy Z Fold series. We come out with the Surface Duo series, Oppo series. If Google Pixel Fold is successful series, right? We could see this come really to the industry, and I think this would change the industry completely. Now, I will say, though, other than one time we reported on this channel where somebody had a Z Fold 3 and they dropped it off a bike and it hit a rock and the screen perfectly hit that rock on the fragile part and it caused the battery to blow up and it was a whole entire mess, and the person made a whole entire thing about it and said, oh my god, the phone just really blew up, but reality, they dropped it off a bike and it hit a rock. I don't know how many people have really complained slash, said, listen, this phone, I've had so many issues dropping this phone left and right, and it ends up smashing a rock and breaking. I don't know how many people have said slash complained about that. I'll be honest with you. I actually, surprisingly enough here, and I've seen this in my comic section, I've seen this across the board for a lot of people, is that the inside display of these cell phones, the Z Fold 3, Z Fold 4, are cracking and breaking by themselves. Not even from drops, not even from use, just cracking by themselves. Now, that, again, like I said, might be from over time using the phone, just it slowly wears down and breaks. That's what I've seen more than people actually dropping the phone and it breaking by itself. But again, like I said, if Apple does get into this industry, they're going to try to bring the best, bells and whistles they can possibly bring, to the industry, right? So, again, very awesome to see this. I really do hope that Apple does join for this said reason, just because I feel like right now, and I think, Honor's CEO said it best, where he said, like, pretty much this industry is now becoming just a stagnant. It's becoming kind of, okay, this is the same old for every single company. Every company is creating the same products, doing the same things, and nothing is really innovative because you kind of can't. I mean, there's not much technology pushing this industry forward, again, because it's not really much of a market, right? Right now, it's really Samsung controlling everything and every other company trying to fight into that, market. But I will say this would be a really cool chance for somebody else to get in the market if they end up going ahead and Apple joins and pushes this whole thing forward. But again, like I said, just my personal opinion. When we do see these foldable phones, most of them coming out where they're glass front, glass back, even if you did technically avoid yourself from breaking the inside display, you're still probably going to crack the outside display, and depending on where the hinge is, you could also crack the inside display from just dropping it too. But again, like I said, we're going to have to wait and see what Apple ends up doing. I will tell you though, right now, if Apple does join this industry, I mean, 1000% the Apple, whatever, the iPhone Flip or the iPhone Fold is going to be at least almost I'd say above $2,000. So that's another thing that, is going to really push this industry forward is, I think right now, and I think, again, like I said, Honor's CEO said it best, that really the only way you can separate yourself from the industry is by coming in with a really cheap price tag and really just make everything cheap. Well, that's something that we could see the opposite point of view with, Apple. And that could push the price tag of foldable phones even higher if Apple does join the industry. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.